Here with head coach Paul O'Neill after claiming another series victory over the Columbus State Cougars. You guys will now face them in the Peach Belt Conference semifinals next week. But before we get to that, take us through today and your thoughts on the doubleheader.
Well, I thought, in general, I thought our kids played really hard today. I mean, we did not play well last weekend at all. And we practiced really hard this week with a lot of focus, and I really felt like our kids today really came out and didn't give up. And there were some times in the ball game where they could have got down on themselves and maybe quit, and they didn't, and they just really kept grinding, throughout the day. That's probably the big thing that I took away from the day, as far as the whole group. I mean, obviously there were some great things. If you want to start with game one. I thought Bucky went out there and really battled for us, gave us everything he had. I mean, he was really tired when he came out, but I thought he really went out there and competed. I thought Brandon Coons coming in and getting us 2 innings right there did an excellent job, and then River had the big heroics, with the 3-run homer in the first game to put us ahead, and then he comes in and he closes, game one for us, in the ninth. So, and that recaps game one for us.
And you mentioned the grit and kind of the grind of this team all the way around. Guys like Bobby Dixon, who were struggling really 0 for 4 in game 2 before hitting that big blast to give you guys that jolt late in the game. What does it say about this team to go down early and just their fight to be able to come back in both games today?
Well, I feel like, like you just said, having some grit, having some fight, having some pride. They've won a lot of games this year, and they've beaten a lot of really good teams, and they got some confidence, but they play hard, and that's the one thing that we've really tried to instill in our ball club this year is that we're going to play 27 outs. Win, lose, or draw, we're going to play 27 outs as hard as we can, and we're going to be able to look at ourselves in the mirror when we go home and say, I did everything I could to possibly win the game, and if it happens, great. If it doesn't, then we'll try a little harder tomorrow.
What do you take away from ending the 4-game skid and coming back with 2 victories today as you look to close out the series tomorrow with, as you mentioned, a very good ball club in Columbus State?
Well, that's, like I said in the beginning, I mean, that's the whole part of why we were playing really hard is that we did not play well last weekend. We really did not do anything well last weekend, and we wanted to get ourselves back going, back on track. And Columbus is a very good baseball team. They're very well coached. They have an awful lot of talent. And so we had to play as hard as we possibly could, to win those 2 baseball games. They wanted to win really bad too, and we were just fortunate enough that, we made a couple more plays than they did, or we got a big hit when we needed it, to push us over the top. It's like you mentioned in game 2, we're down early, we're losing 3-0, we chip away. We got a couple of chances to really break the game open and get ahead, and we didn't, and then we got ahead 4-3. We had our chances, and then, they come back and they take a lead. And then, Bobby, that was a huge home run, right there for us. To extend that lead out, to 3 runs was huge. And then to tack on the extra one was huge because what was the final score? It was, 7-9, and they had the tying run at the plate, so it was, one small swing and you can have a different outcome with it. But, I thought, River did a great job, going out there. Once he got through the first inning, he was tired, in the 6th. He was really tired. And I was probably extending him farther than he needed to, but he's such a competitor. He doesn't want to come out of the games at all. And, so J-Mo comes in and he gives us a 3-inning save right there. I thought he did an excellent job. He attacked the strike zone. He threw his fastball, threw his changeup, kept guys off balance, pretty much. And, he had to work for it. I mean, we made a couple of errors in the 9th to make it real interesting, but, that's baseball.
J-Mo, one of the guys that you guys are honoring tomorrow for Senior Day, and I'm sure you'll talk more about these seniors in post-game tomorrow, but what are you looking forward to most about tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow it's a celebration, for the guys who have been in the program. They're at the end of this season, they're going to be starting a new chapter in their lives, and it's an important part of their life. Right now they've been playing baseball, since most of them since they were 6-7 years old, and it's coming to an end for most of them. At the end of this season, they're not going to get a chance to play baseball anymore, and they're going to be starting their lives and their professions, you know, and their degrees and all the things that they've been working for here at UNC Pembroke. So it's a joyous occasion, you know, to see them get to them. It's a sad occasion. You know, it's sad, but it's joyful. So, you know, I'm happy to see them moving on with their lives. I'm sad to see them go because, you know, all of them are very good players, and they are definitely major contributors to our program.
Coach, congratulations on the doubleheader sweep today. We'll see you back here at Sammy Cox tomorrow for Game 3.
All right, see you tomorrow.